So the rumors were true. We are definitely getting two new ships. One of them already was leaked out in pictures, so we kind of already saw what the shape was going to be and how beautiful, or obviously taste is a personal thing. You might like it, you might not like it. But the other one is a pilot scout ship. Both of them have like 60 degrees turning rate per second, and we're just going to take a look at the statistics right now because they are looking very, very good. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of the channel supporters out there that are supporting the channel financially, and if you are willing to do so yourself, there is a link in the video description. So this is what our Ambassador Kale has posted, the Agile Classic ship bundle. So this is a bundle of two. I'm kind of liking it. It's not going to cost a lot for, one particular ship. Is going to be around it's going to be 3,000 Zen. So this is going to be a bundle starting November 4th. A brand new two-ship bundle will be available in the Zen store, featuring Tier 6 update of the classic the classic Nova and Saber Federation starship at 6,000 Zen. The Agile Classic bundle will offer you a package of the new Equinox and the Da Vinci class, in addition to the two fleet modules, two experimental ship upgrades, in addition two fleet modules and two experimental ship upgrades. Check below the statistics and the beauty of these ships. Now, I don't know if they're going to make fleet versions of these things. They are giving us two new fleet modules. So, for 6,000 Zen, you get two ships plus two fleet modules and also experimental ship upgrade tokens. What more do you guys want? I'm saying grab this thing as soon as possible. So we have here the statistic of this thing. I'm going to read this part right here because I always find it interesting of the techno mumbo jumbo that these guys are also taking time to put in. So here we go. The Da Vinci Miracle Worker Escort. That's how it looks like. The modern design of many Federation Escort eschew the old visual graceful necks and extended pylons in a lieu of squat and compact design that favor modern starship subsystem power and a few structural integrity stress vocal points. These technology improvements in turn are typically utilized to give these vessels increased maneuverability or firepower. However, in the case of the new Da Vinci, many of these integrated improvements are also being utilized in novel and inventive ways, allowing the vessel to support experimental technology and techniques that ship of its size are rarely known for. Now, I don't know what kind of, experimental technology they're talking about right here, because honestly, we're not seeing any new improvement in these ships. The only thing that we see is a universal console. I don't know if that's experimental, and also maybe like a trait. So I don't know if that's experimental. You guys let me know in the comment section if you find that, being described as such. Okay, so this ship features a Commander Tactical Miracle Worker Specialist Bridge Officer Station. So very, very cool. Available Tier 6. Federation Align. Must complete a tutorial to get access on this thing. Shield modifier 1.1. Hull modifier 1.1 and a shield modifier 0.9. Four weapons on the front, 5 weapons on the aft. But also this thing features an experimental weapon slot as well. So basically you're going to get like 4 over here. Room for 2 devices. Bridge Officer Station. We have one-time Lieutenant Commander Tactical, a Commander Tactical Miracle Worker, and a Commander Engineering, Ensign Science, and a Lieutenant Universal. So you can slot up everybody and anybody up there. So the only thing that this thing has is a Miracle Worker Bridge Officer Specialization seat. That's unfortunate, to be honest, because normally you get like 2, but it is what it is. Console-wise, 4 Tactical, 3 Engineering, 3 Science, and a Universal. Now, obviously, if we're going to utilize the... where was it? Okay. The experimental ship upgrade, obviously, this Universal is going to be 2. So that's going to be a very, very beautiful to have. A base turn rate of 16 degrees per second. I already mentioned that, with an impulse modifier 0.2 at 65 inertia. Plus 10 to weapon power, plus 5 to shield, plus 10 to engine, and also plus 5 to auxiliary. I'm kind of liking the way that they're doing this. It's like, you know, distributing it all over the place. Engine, obviously, because this is Escort, so it's going to do a lot of turning. And also weapon, because this is an Escort and it's going to do a lot of pew pew pew. Universal console. I have no idea what that is, to be honest. Hopefully, we're going to learn about this later on. This thing can equip the dual cannons, dual heavy cannons, something that I would recommend grabbing this thing on, you know, on weapon wise, because this thing is going to turn out really, really fast. It's 16 degrees per second, so facing your enemy is not going to be an issue. So dual cannons, dual heavy cannons is definitely the preferred route with these things. But obviously, you can mismatch components. You can also, you know, put beams up there, or 360-degree turrets, or omnis, or, you know, whatever you want. And play this game the way that you want it, obviously. Experimental weapon slot equipped with the Gatling emitter. Innovative abilities, maybe that's the experimental technology that they're talking about. Starship package and escort, so precise weapon system, tactical maneuvers, enhanced weapon system, devastating weaponry, energy overdrive. That is the Starship trait. I have no idea. This is the Gatling emitter. This is basically how it's going to fire. It's not doing any justice, because this giant fireball right here is basically looking like it's like half of the ship. So we'll definitely, when I'm going to get my hands on this beautiful ship, I'm definitely going to show you guys how this actually is fired, because it kind of looks like a beam of light, but then again, energy is kind of light, so kind of cool. This weapon will take a few seconds to spin up and lock onto your current foe, after which it is designed to rapidly deal damage until the foe is no longer a valid target. Oh, okay. So this thing is going to continue to fire until the enemy gets destroyed. Okay, that's nice. It cannot be manually retargeted. Okay. Oh, that's weird. But will instead continue to attack the designated foe until it dies. So it is going to do like that. So you just, you know, hit the enemy once, and then this thing is going to spool up and then fire at the enemy. All right. Either move out of range, or otherwise can no longer be attacked. So okay, this is cool. This is maybe this is that innovative technologies that we're talking about. So because this is something that we don't have currently in the game, but then again, this is part of the experimental weapons. So all of the experimental weapons are not bound to one particular ship. You can definitely hot swap them within other ships as well. So that's kind of cool. Let me see how this is being pronounced.
Troyeus
protocol. So that's the universal console. This equipment draws inspiration from its name from unique ones developed by Starfleet Corps of Engineers, which caused an entire planet of Troyeus to be temporarily disabled from visuals and sensors. This process was preceded by a massive power buildup, which this modernized suite of technology employs the great temporal bonuses of any starship that activate the protocol. Can you guys let me know what episode I need to watch to actually see this thing in action? Because I have no idea. Maybe it's a movie. No, it's an episode of, like, you know, some kind of like TV show. But let me know what they're talking about right here, because it does not ring a bell to me at all. But anyway, activating this protocol causes the starship to take a shunt additional power to weapon system before then activating a cloak-like effect, accompanied by a quick burst of hull and shield regeneration, accompanied by a quick boost of hull and shield regeneration. That's nice. I like that. So it gives a massive power to weapons. Then activate the cloak-like effect, accompanied by a quick boost to hull and shield regeneration. That's perfect. That's what we want. That's what we want. Hopefully the duration is going to be good and the cooldown is not going to be that long to activate this thing. The universal power, the universal console, usually they're around like 2 minutes, and you're going to have like, I don't know, like 30 seconds good usage out of the boost. But wow, if that's actually something like that, then wow, this is definitely something that I need to use to get more survivability, a little bit more DPS, obviously, because it's not going to be a lot, to be honest. Very nice. This console also provides a passive boost to outgoing hull healing and reduces weapon power drain. Oh my god, really? Reduces weapon power drain, so it's gonna, wow. Okay, this is a must-have. Usually these type of things are, you know, locked behind like R&D promotional ships, but wow, this is definitely an awesome universal console to have. Unless they mess up the numbers, the statistics, and they change anything or everything, and this thing is going to be very, very bad. I hope that they don't do that. Starship Trade, the Energy Overdrive, activating beam overload, fire will or extended rated limits will increase the beam weapon damage, speed, and turn rate for 10 seconds. What? OMG on this thing. The percentage of beam damage increase. The percentage beam damage increase is based on the proximity of the enemy target. Okay, that's cool. At close range, a 50% beam damage bonus can be achieved, and at long range, the trait is still at 10%. Okay. So I'm guessing within 3 kilometers is going to be 50%, and near 10, or at least near 10 kilometers is going to be 10%. 50%, that's a lot, dude. That's a lot. The fleet version. Okay, we are definitely getting a fleet version of this thing. So let me see the statistics. 4 tactical, 4 engineering, 3 science, and a universal console. So 4 and 4 is 8, plus 1 is plus 1 here is going to be 9, plus 3 is going to be 12 if you upgrade the universe. If you upgrade the fleet version of this thing, so you're going to have like, oh my god, you're going to have like a bunch of consoles right there. That's insane. That's insane. So you have already 12 of these things plus 1 if you upgrade it to the experimental, the tiers 10X version. Oh my god, that's a lot though. Now, obviously, you're going to get a little bit better hull modifier and shield modifier, and everything else is going to be the same because that's how it usually is. Yeah, everything is the same. We do have the engineering statistics right here. So engineering, the admiralty statistics. So you have engineering 42, science 22, tactical 53, and the special ability of this thing is plus 20 to engineering and tactical when you slot this baby alone in projects. So we got the Equinox. The Equinox was shown in a episode of, or multiple episodes. It was like, you know, a whole series, like four or 5 episodes on Voyager. And it was kind of cool. A captain that was, you know, trying its best to get back to Federation space, utilizing technology, what he could find out there. In the process, they were like, you know, harming like a couple of species to do so, but it is what it is, right? Doing anything which you can do. The nimble and versatile Nova class experiences a resurrection for the modern era of this update and in improved design. Guys, I just woke up. Sorry. The state-of-the-art propulsion and maneuverability of this successor occupy the numerous Hey, mouse, work with me. Couple of numerous improvements to its bridge station customization option and reclassified this already beloved class as a scout ship. It remains its science focus and short-range research and planetary survey, while also embracing a modern need to improve starship speed and at both impulse and warp speeds. So let's see, hull modifier 0.9, shield modifier 1.2, 4 on the front, 2 on the aft. Does it employ a... It does not employ a... it does not have the experimental weapon slot ability. So that's... It is what it is, only 6 weapons. But which is okay, I guess, you know, for a scout ship. What else? 2 devices. We got bridge office stations right here. One commander science / pilot. So pilot being the specialization. We got a ensign universal, a lieutenant universal, and 2 commander universal. Oh my God! Everything is universal except the pilot and commander science. Okay. Very, very nice. I like that. 3 tactical, 2 engineering, and 5 science. Obviously science heavy because this thing is based on a science ship. Base turn rate of 16, plus 5 to weapon power, plus 5 to engine, plus 10 to auxiliary power. I have no idea how to pronounce this. Nucleogenic injection. This thing can equip dual cannons, dual heavy cannons with this turn rate 60 degrees per second. You definitely might be thinking this might be interesting. Pilot maneuvers, so you have that scrolling to, you know, left and right and forward and backward. So that's kind of nice. Also has radar flanking, so 25% increasement versus the enemy, and 8.25% increased damage versus the player if you're doing PvP. Subsystem targeting, sensor analysis, obviously for the science. Also a secondary deflector slot, also for science. The scout ship mastery package, precise weapon system, enhanced particle generator, enhanced power banks, auxiliary power infuser. That's... I don't think I've ever saw this part, but sure. And also, starship trait is synthetic good fortune. Okay, sure. Obviously, there's going to be a fleet version of this. Fleet requirement, starbase, shipyard tier, and then a bunch of question marks. Cryptic. This is that nucleonic injections that they're talking about. So synthetic nucleogenic energy can be used to generate an inverse reaction within the warp cores and enemy vessels, causing them to generate radiation-like energy that is harmful to the ship connected EPS conduits. But can be beneficial to other nearby starship when their deflector shields are properly configured, aligned. This technology is designed to replicate and emit a pulse of synthetic nucleogenic energy across the wide area. Each ship within the area will suffer the deleterious effect of this injection while being focused to restore hull and shield of your allies in their vicinity. Very, very good. Very nice. So this is the starship trait, synthetic good fortune. Activating any control bridge officer ability or pilot bridge officer ability will grant a mirror, but a minor but long-range bonus to global critical hit chance, along with increased starship control expertise. These bonuses last for an extended duration and are allowed to stack to higher values. Okay, that's nice. But increase in very small amounts. Okay, so But then again, if they stack, even though it's a very tiny amount, it's still good. It's still good. It's very, very nice. Nothing to complain about. So the upgraded version, obviously you're going to get hull modifier and shield modifier, 10% increasement in both of those. You're also going to get a different console layouts, so 3 tactical, 3 engineering, and instead of 4 science, you're going to get 5 science. Obviously, with 1 universal console, if you do the experimental upgrade, base turn rate is going to be the same. That's not going to change. Nothing else is going to change, to be honest. That's it. Wow. Not so much fond of the Equinox, this particular ship, because it's heavily based on pilot and also, you know, science. But oh my god, this thing is definitely worth the 6,000 Zen. The Escort here. It looks good. It kind of looks like a water drop, and then having, like, you know, some weird nacelles over here at the sides. And the engineering part is just wrong. It's just wrong. But it kind of looks, you know, if looks, you know, can cause you pain, then don't look at the ship, just zoom out. But instead of, like, you know, all of the other ones, oh my god, the statistics are good. Has, like, you know, the good universal, or at least good console layout with the universals. Decent, if not good, bridge officer station, but that's something that you guys can tell me, because you guys are heavily in making DPS or doing DPS. I really don't care. But the universal starship trade is cool to have, and the universal, where is it? The experimental slot, the weapon slot is also good, and the here, the, how do you pronounce this again? I totally forgot. Troyes protocol, that kind of vanishes you, in kind of cloaks you and heals you and does massive damage for your ship. Wow, I'm definitely going to put 6,000 Zen to grab these things, because I found it very, very useful. That's it for the preview for these things. Now, in a couple of days, today is October 30, so in 5 days, we're going to get our hands on these bundles, and wow, can't wait. Guys, I would love to see you on the next video. Later.